So I am at Huber's today, or this morning. This is my little neighborhood bar. I just live 8 houses away. I'm going inside to interview Mel, who is the manager of Huber's, and she's going to tell you all about it. So here we are. It's an early morning and I'm at Huber's. Not to drink today, but I'm here and I have the wonderful manager of Huber's, and it is Mel Insinger. And she has granted me the privilege of doing an interview today. So Mel, thank you very much.
Thank you, Rose.
Okay, so I have some questions for you, okay?
All right.
So what's the story behind this pub and how did it all begin?
Oh my goodness, there's multiple stories behind this place. It was been here since 1918. Started by Huber, and Jim Cross took it over after it had been closed for 10 years, and he had to fight for a little bit to get the city to let him open the bar back up in the neighborhood, and now it's been here for another 50 years, and I think hopefully it'll be here for another 50 more or 100 more, who knows. But it was a little West End store for a while during Prohibition, and now it's just, you know, your local neighborhood little tavern.
Great. Okay. And Mel, how would you describe the vibe here to someone who's never been here, been in?
It literally has that feel of I'm walking into a place where you just, I want everybody to feel comfortable, and I hope they do when they come in. It just has a lot of old ambiance, but it's clean and good, and I want everybody to feel welcome when they come in and invited, and I hope that's the way people feel when they come in.
In an intimate,
comfortable
atmosphere.
Yes, it's intimate, it's very quaint, but yet it's still like fun. It's just not crazy, you know. It's just very, I hope it's very inviting for everybody, and they walk in and they're like, oh, this place is awesome.
And they think that. I can agree to that.
Well, you know, we've had some people walk in recently and are like, I've never been here, this is awesome. And I'm like, oh, I love to hear that.
Awesome. Good. And what's your go-to drink or menu item that every first-timer has to try at Huber's?
Well, it kind of varies. You know, we're kind of playing around with some drinks and trying to do a little bit of drink specials. Kind of depends on the bartender. Brought in some new bourbons and some little high-end bourbons because that's really popular right now. Bringing in some more tequilas. Menu items. Our menu is you know, it's just pub menu, but our burgers are really, really good.
I can testify to that. They're very yummy, and I can't even eat a whole one. I have to have mine cut in two. So what keeps your regulars coming back?
Well, I think it's a lot of things. I think it's the atmosphere of the bar. I think it is, you know, we have a lot of people in the neighborhood that just walk over here. We also have people that drive here from out of town to come here. I think it's just the friendliness, and it's just welcoming, and it feels like home for a lot of people.
Okay. Now this one might be a tough question. You can answer it fine, if not, okay. What's one unforgettable night or story that really captures what this place is about?
That's a tough one, Rose. I don't know if I have an answer for that. I don't. You know, we have people that, you know, Bonnie Blair's been here, and that's pretty awesome. A football coach was here one night. I didn't know who he was. And people were like, that's the football coach. And I was like, okay, well, let him have a drink and just, like, he's here for a reason. Let him chill. Yeah, I don't have.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
A lot of famous people have probably been here.
I know, and it's like they can just come in and have a drink and not be bothered and kind of just hide. I mean, if they're going anywhere else, they're probably going to, you know, not be able to have a conversation quietly or whatever. So,
okay.
yeah.
Very good. That's good. And what do you want people to feel the moment they walk in that door?
I want them to feel like they're welcome. I want them to feel like, oh, this place is awesome. I want them to just be like, all right, and just look around and take everything in. I mean, there's a lot of history in this building, and I think people walk in and they're just like, oh wow, like what's going on? You know, we have a lot to offer in this bar that I don't think that people realize. But I just want them to feel like they're welcome and not just walking into like, oh, I don't know what this place is. So,
Well, good. Well, talking about history, let's talk about all the traditions that this pub has.
well, there's a lot. We still have the candy window. That was when it was Huber's West End store, which if you look up Huber's on the internet, it still says that. But the kids used to come over to the candy window and get candy. Well, we still have it. And the kids still come from the neighborhood. They ride their bikes. They come over after the baseball games at Eisner Park. So we still have the candy window. We keep it like, you know, there's 3-cent gum still. Neighborhood dogs. I probably know more dogs' names than I do their owners' names. Sorry, owners, but we have a lot of neighborhood dogs, and they stop whether their owner wants to or not, and they get dog treats. And we have water bowls out. Dogs are always welcome outside on the patio, and that's awesome. And then, of course, our free popcorn. That popcorn machine went down for like 3 days, and I thought the world was going to end for some people because we have really good popcorn here. And so it's back, and it's rolling, and yeah, the free popcorn everybody loves too.
Okay, great. Yes, talk a little bit more about the candy and the dog treats. Who gives them that?
Well, everyone.
I was just going to say,
Everyone.
because
If
the
the
bartenders get busy.
If the bartender's busy, then the regulars will be like, I'm going to grab a dog treat. I'm like, okay, y'all, please. And then I'm like, oh, that's Juno, or that's, you know, Zoe or Chloe, or, you know, there's so many. Walter was here last night. I hadn't seen him in a bit. But yeah, it's the regulars. I mean, they know, and they're excited. There was a woman here last night, and she had no idea, and she was like, there's a dog outside just sitting. And it was like, oh, dog treats. So she says, this is great. And it literally makes my day sometimes, because I'm like, okay, you all got to hold on. I got to go give a dog treat.
Very good. And I've seen you do that before.
The dogs are, yeah, they make my day.
Well, Mel, you have a team of bartenders here. So how would you describe your team?
Well, very eclectic, I think. We all bring our own we all have our own personalities. We all bring our own just little special thing that we do. Everybody's a little different, and I mean, most of the staff have worked here for a really long time, and they know everybody walking in the door. And
well, I must say, when we do walk in the door, most of the time your staff will just get the drink. They know the drink, and they bring it to the table. I call that real service.
oh, good, that's awesome to hear.
Good. All right. So, this is the last question, Mel.
Okay.
What kind of, if this pub had a theme song, what would it be?
Okay, so I think it's got to be the Cheers, where everybody knows your name.
Cheers.
It's got to be that song.
Good. I'll have to make sure I use that.
Yeah, that one's good. Also, there's a country song, I Love This Bar. That one's been played a lot here, like recently. But I think it's got to be the Cheers theme song.
And are those two songs on the jukebox?
They are.
Awesome. Good. Any last comments that you have?
Oh, just thank you, Rose. Thanks for coming in and doing this. It's always, I love you, Rosie.
Well, thanks, Mel. Well, all right, Champaign, Urbana. Now you know about Huber's. And if you see me out exploring the community, say hi. This is Rose Price, Landmark Real Estate, 217-202-8843. And have a powerful day, Mel.
Thank you. You too.
I brought a towel, too. All right, this is the inside of Hewers. This is a little room off by itself. We see we have the machines. Okay, we actually have some new furniture and new tables in this room. Just got them. It's very great. And this is where we get our condiments right here. It's always filled nicely, and you can always get that for your burgers and that. And then we have a money machine to exchange your money, which is pretty cool. ATM. Okay. And I'm going to go through the place here. Now, I chose not to have patrons in here. I could, but I want to get this video out. So I'm just going to show you what kind of, they really don't have a kitchen here, but they can make burgers on that little machine. Then they got the fryer for frying french fries and all that. And then they have 2 pizza ovens. So if you want your pizza fast, forget it. It ain't going to happen, so just hush up. Okay? And of course, they got all this for cleaning of their dishes. And then this is the main bar right here. And this is where we all come in to have a good time. See how intimate it is? It's awesome. Okay? And another look at the bar here. Okay? And I'm going to show you the candy window, which is right over here. Okay, right there. Kids come from the neighborhood and from the park right across the street. And we have all kinds of candy for them right here. And you know, sometimes the patrons just help out the bartenders by getting the candy and charging them. And what happens, and I've seen this happen a lot, the patrons then they just pay it for the kid. They like the kid or whatever. And just a cooler of IPAs and that kind of thing. And a scan down. Okay? Beautiful bar. Beautiful place to come entertain yourself.